dance. We brought him to dance with samba ability, with a little bit of boxing. He's got good submissions, amazing ground and pound, because everyone is worried about his submission game, his leg locks, his knee locks. You got to be careful with him at all times.
Let's take a look at the fight meter on our 8 to 9 experts gauge for this contest. Striking, Arlovski. Ground, Fulton. Speed, Arlovski. Strength, Arlovski. But endurance goes the way of the Ironman.
When you take a look at that fight gauge, you gotta wonder, why is the ground game in the favor of Fulton? It's because Fulton uses his ground game every single fight. Arlovski hasn't used it in like 3 years. So if he changed tonight, maybe we all could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think he's going to try and keep it on his feet again.
You know, Frank, is Arlovski a one-trick fighter? Is he a relic from the past, from a time when he could be successful with a big punch and not have to be as well-rounded as the top MMA fighters of today?
I think it's all changed. The game has completely changed. There's no more one-trick ponies anymore. You can't walk in there with just wrestling like you saw Mark Ellis tonight, or just jiu-jitsu like we saw Reagan Penn tonight. You've got to have a full, well-rounded game to be able to battle anybody in this game.
Arlovski says he feels like a baby again. His win over Ray Lopez in Hawaii in August was the first baby step to rebuilding his mixed martial arts career, one step at a time.
To start it, our next fight is the co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the camouflage trunks, official weight 230 pounds. He has a professional record of 247 wins, 48 losses, and 10 draws. Fighting out of Team Rock and Gold Gym, please welcome from Cedar Falls, Iowa, Travis the Iron Man Fulton. And now his opponent across the cage in the red corner. He is wearing the black trunks, official weight 250 pounds. He has a professional record of 16 wins and 9 losses. Training out of Jackson's Mixed Martial Arts. Let's welcome from Chicago, Illinois, the former heavyweight champion of the world, Andrei, the Pitbull Arlovski.
Bring it in, gentlemen, bring it in. Travis, Andrei, we went over the rules in the locker rooms. I want a good, clean fight. All right, protect yourself at all times. Remember to obey my commands at all times. If you wish to touch gloves, do so now, and let's make this official.
We are set for 3 by 5. Travis Fulton plus 280. Arlovski minus 350. This is Fulton's 307th fight. Arlovski's 26th. Fulton has finished over 240 opponents by knockout or submission. Arlovski has finished 15, though Arlovski's finishing rate is at 94%. Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg with you. Arlovski in the black. Inside leg kick, looking at that common peroneal nerve on the inside of the knee from Fulton early on. You figure that Fulton's going to try and fire the overhand right and test that maybe brittle jaw of Arlovski.
He wants to find out really quick, and he's got to do it as fast as possible to offset Andrei. And that, the other thing, too, is if it doesn't knock him out, if it just hits him a little bit and makes him think about it, it'll get him to back off and get him to slow down as well.
Could it be promising that Arlovski told us he's been working on his submissions as well as developing more accurate striking? A 6-week training camp with Greg Jackson. Fulton leads with the jab. Both men in orthodox stance. Huge opportunity here for Fulton to really put himself back in the spotlight. Lunges up with a front kick off the lead leg. Arlovski, who defeated Ray Lopez at Pro Elite 1 in Hawaii on August 27th, but for mine, did not look impressive at all. Kept his chin up in the air, which he cannot afford to do here against Fulton. Again, Fulton looking for that common peroneal nerve. There's Greg Jackson in the corner of Arlovski. Underhooks here from Fulton, drives him into the cage in front of our commentary position. No words from Greg Jackson.
Greg Jackson he's a very particular type of coach where you have to really like his style and like the way he does things. And I'm a guy that needs a coach that yells and screams at me. A lot of guys are like that. Greg Jackson's a very calm, very patient coach. Never rattles you. He believes that if he keeps you calm the entire time by not saying too much, it's better for you as an athlete. And obviously it's working because of all the guys that go to him specifically.
Travis Fulton, who wrestled for Iowa State. He's fought an average of 16 times a year since making his debut in 1996 against David Strassler. In 1998, his most prolific year, he fought 32 times. Looking for the knee here off the left leg. Andrei controlling the left arm. Trying to hook that right leg of Fulton. Good little knee from Andrei Arlovski. Not a lot of action here against the cage. And the cheers come from the crowd, and the referee gives him a slap and a tickle and breaks both men. Solid call there, Frank, from the ref.
Very good call. Andrei nullified it, kept it so nothing had happened, which is what he wanted to get himself off the cage. And Fulton Travis was trying to do stuff, but he just couldn't do it. Andrei had his arm locked.
Oh, big uppercut. Went so high I heard organs playing. Fulton has had a boxing record of 14 and 26, but hasn't won a boxing fight since 2006 when he TKO'd Rory Prazak at the Delaware Country Fairgrounds. Boxed earlier this year, lost by decision. Boxed last year too and lost by decision. Although what is worrying for Arlovski, all 14 of Fulton's boxing wins have come via knockout. He hasn't won via decision since beating Wes Sims back in 2007. Since the Sims fight, Fulton's knocked out 20 opponents. Stiff jab there from Fulton. Arlovski has not done a lot yet. Hasn't got his reach in. There's a right hand down the tube. That was nicely done.
Nice speed, nice placement, very straight punches. Now he's starting to find his pattern and his rhythm.
Arlovski has always been a very fast heavyweight. Good inside leg kick. He's in the corner now. Greg Jackson saying same thing, jab low. It's good instruction given the reach that Andrei has here, Frank.
Yep, jab low, jab towards his chin, hit it towards his chest because he's going to drop his chin right in the middle of that punch if he's jabbing low. Very, very smart. The problem is that Arlovski's keeping he's getting more and more confident. His hands split wider and wider. He's leaving his chin a little bit more open, and his chin's starting to pop up a little bit as he gets more and more confident with his striking.
We need to hit him with a jab cross and a left hook.
Fulton now circles into the lead hand instead of into the rear hand of Arlovski. This is very much how the fight was with Ray Lopez. Arlovski sitting back, not trying to finish. High economy of shots, but not very exciting. Certainly not like the Arlovski of old. 20 seconds remains in the first round. It's been mostly a kickboxing contest. Awkward front kick off the lead leg from Fulton. Arlovski with a teep off the rear to the thigh, then goes to the common peroneal nerve. That's on the outside of the knee. You strike the CPN, it causes dysfunction, loss of sensation or movement in the foot and the leg. Very effective place to strike, right on the outside of that knee. The Thais do it all the time.
The problem with that round is very hard to score because nothing really happened. There was a couple big punches there by Arlovski, but a couple big punches by Fulton. But then who controlled the pace? Who controlled the space? Who controlled against the cage? That honestly, that not going to win either way from either guy. And you get this one big punch in here by Andrei, comes in over the top and kind of rattles Travis a little bit, but nothing other than that. The entire round, really not much else has really happened. So the judges could split this way, either side. It could happen in that first round.
It's 10-9 Travis Fulton in the first round, says Frank. How are you scoring it, folks? Wherever you're watching live on HDNet. Hope you're enjoying all the action. Pro Elite 2 big guns from Moline, Illinois. Fulton's got to get on the inside a little more. Get inside the range of Arlovski and try and pop that overhand right. Try and go for the big kibosh to the bearded chin. The corner already calling for Arlovski. Keep that jab working. Solid advice. Inside thigh kick. Fulton now clinches him against the cage. Drops down, looking for the leg. What does Arlovski do from here, Frank?
Got himself off the cage. Just resting here doesn't do anything. He got pushed to the cage. He got control to the cage. So he's losing the round to this point. Get himself off the cage. Get a foot on there. Step to his right. Or excuse me, to his right. There you go. Step up to his right and switch positions. Perfect spot. Now he's got to do some damage. He's got to do a little bit of work to kind of win back the first portion of this round.
You here Greg Jackson saying, do just as we planned. Keep working those knees, and Andrei responds to the call. Arlovski, also one of several former or current police officers on tonight's card. As we go to the ground now, maybe the Sambo will come into play. They're famous for the leg locks, Frank.
He's got a nice side heel hook and a top side. He wants to take it. He's got it tied up. Fulton went for one for himself, but he realized that he wasn't going to get it because his hips are too low.
It would be nice to see Arlovski with a Sambo-style finish.
Good. That was a good exchange by Travis Fulton. There's a lot of danger down there, and he made Andrei have to run off him. You're right, Michael. It would be great to see Andrei try to figure the Sambo style. It means he's going back to his roots. His best chance of winning every single fight, every single time is that.
Arlovski, as we said, very reliant on his striking. He does have a 77% successful strike rate in the stand-up in his career. Oh, nice left hook from Arlovski. He faked with the right. You saw Fulton drop his right hand, and Arlovski looped the left glove over the top. Fulton, inside leg kick just above the knee. That was nicely done. American Kempo, the background of Fulton. An exponent of that also was Elvis Presley, of course. Had a black belt in American Kempo, did Elvis. Arlovski sitting behind his jab. Fulton's got to get on the inside of that lead punch. He's got to barrel in, start to bully Andrei Arlovski. He's sitting on the outside and he's at scoring range.
He's right where Andrei wants him, on the outside, not doing much, couple of leg kicks, but right in his wheelhouse. Travis either got to take another half step back and make Andrei chase him for a takedown, or he's got to step all the way in and try to bull rush him.
Jab two, the two went to the body from Arlovski. And you see still single punches here from Fulton. He's got to learn the combos. Take a leaf out of the book of former opponents in that horrible losing streak for Arlovski, who simply bullied him and went to the jawline, knowing it to the chink in the armor of Andrei Arlovski. Fulton, I'm surprised Frank still hasn't thrown the overhand right.
He threw it a couple times early in the first round, but it got completely blocked and kind of discouraged him from throwing it again because it wasn't even close. But he was a half a step outside. If he needs to step in just a little bit harder, he'd be able to get that overhand right and actually land it. If it's blocked, at least it's going to land against the side of the head.
Arlovski fires a kick to the lead leg. Nice stiff jab up the center corridor again. Just threads that jab with the marksman's precision. Does Arlovski.
Arlovski doesn't want anything to do with the tie-up, which is very strange to me. He doesn't want to charge in there and try to push Travis around and tie him up a little bit, do some dirty boxing. Every time he gets close, he backs out.
You know, the thing is here, Frank, that Arlovski is fighting a very, very safe fight, but he's not going to endear any fans. He's not going to endear all and sundry at HD Net. He might get a win on his record fighting like this, but it doesn't impress anyone being a safe fighter like this, particularly at heavyweight.
You know, there's two different styles of good fighters now that are out there in the world. And it's the fighter that fights to win and the fighter that fights to fight. And the exciting fighters are the guys that everybody wants to win. We all try to win, but they go out there and they throw kind of caution to the wind. They never stop moving forward. They look at, like Cuts earlier tonight. He was fighting to fight the entire time. A lot of guys are just fighting to win, and that's all that Andrei's doing right now. He's fighting to win this fight, and it's not impressive at all.
No, he's fighting not to lose. There's
exactly,
a difference.
yes.
Fulton, meanwhile, trying to land a combination to the jaw. Kick just below the knee from Fulton. Final 10 seconds of this round, and still the boos and jeers come from the crowd. They are not impressed by this contest. Spinning back fist, Manson-Gibson style. And a half side kick in the round for Andrei Arlovski. Listen to this. Not impressive, Frank.
We got to